Vladimir Putin and the Russians' war of aggression against Ukraine is forcing the Ukrainian Armed Forces to use increasingly brutal methods to fight for their own survival. The latest weapons from Western countries, which Ukraine is testing on Russian invaders, are proving to be effective. Ukrainian defenders are ruthlessly destroying the Russian occupiers, turning them into cannon fodder. Today, I will show you the latest battles of this week, how the Ukrainian military professionally practiced on the occupiers. I am Hustler. Enjoy your viewing. In the Kurakov sector, Ukrainian reconnaissance men spotted an enemy Russian tank looking for a place to ambush in the Ukrainian-controlled area. Immediately after the target was spotted, a kamikaze drone was launched to attack the enemy. While searching for an ambush, the enemy tank hit a mine and was unable to continue moving. After which, Ukrainian operators also hit it with a drone. The tankers managed to survive the attack. They ran into the woods, hoping that the Ukrainian military would not see them. But it didn't work out the way the Russians wanted. The Ukrainian military flew in with bomber drones and dropped several more bombs. After that, the mission was successfully completed. This is an armored personnel carrier of the Russian military moving across the field, seeing 2 Ukrainian tanks and a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone flying behind it. But the Russians are not bothered by this at all. They continue to drive close to the Ukrainian tank and keep driving. The Ukrainian tanker waited for the enemy armored personnel carrier to get closer, and then he delivered a precise, almost point-blank strike. The tank crew managed to survive, but Ukrainian defenders did not finish them off. And this is a Russian military superhero. He pulled on a black bag, which is used to bury the dead, and wanted to hide from a Ukrainian drone. He ran between the trees for a long time, but luck was not on his side. Two more Russian tank crews who made a mistake when they went to fight against the Ukrainian army. Ukrainian defenders fired 2 drones that destroyed both tanks. In the Orikhiv district, the Russian military gathered courage and decided to storm the positions of the Ukrainian defenders of the 47th Brigade with 1 tank. But on the way to the positions, they were met by a Ukrainian kamikaze drone and turned the tank into a pile of hot metal. Here, Ukrainian scouts noticed a rotation among the Russian military. Without hesitation, the first bomb was dropped on the occupier's vehicle, followed by another, which completely destroyed the vehicle and disarmed its crew. Another enemy target spotted by Ukrainian drone operators was destroyed, and another fireworks display from a tank. And this was a column of Russian mercenaries trying to break through the Ukrainian defense sector, but the defenders of Ukraine gave a powerful rebuff and destroyed all the enemies. And another accurate hit on the Russian column. The Russian infantry on the occupied lands of the Ukrainian territory in Zaporizhzhia region decided to conduct training for future snipers, but Ukrainian intelligence is not asleep. All the coordinates were passed on to the artillery, and then a devastating strike was launched with HIMARS cluster bombs. Another Russian self-propelled artillery unit was destroyed by a Ukrainian kamikaze drone. Ukrainian drone operators are constantly working in an aggressive style, destroying enemy attempts to attack Ukrainian territory. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone spotted a Russian landing party trying to cross the border to assault Ukrainian positions. Having promptly transmitted the coordinates, a Ukrainian tank drove to meet him and killed the entire crew and armored personnel carrier with one shot. And another unsuccessful assault by the Russian military that ended in total destruction. The Ukrainian military defeated the occupiers' heavy equipment and disarmed the personnel. Kharkiv region, a settlement completely destroyed by Russian invaders. Two Russian mercenaries are trying to find a place to rest, but a Ukrainian drone operator has other plans for them. Another stronghold of the Russian military was discovered by Ukrainian scouts, and then kamikaze drones flew in and destroyed everything. And this is the enemy's fortification where the occupiers were sitting. They definitely did not expect an explosive shell to come there. 3 tanks tried to ambush the Ukrainian defense, but they met a sad end. These 2 occupation tanks tried to escape from the battlefield because their brigade was defeated, but they failed. Ukrainian artillery hit them very hard. And this is the destruction of a Russian artillery unit by a Ukrainian kamikaze drone. The fireworks were a success. Thank you, friends. That's all for today. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest developments. This video was prepared by Hustler. See you soon.